you're anything like me, I bet you love the foodie side of TikTok. You love seeing the soft-spoken Keith Lee try out the foods of another failing business, or the energetic Carissa Eats do a what I eat in a day video, but everything she eats in a day is from the popular TV show Squid Game. So, assuming you are on the same side of TikTok as me, I'm sure you've seen the Dubai chocolate bar that has been going viral ever since December 2023. Unlike most trends that only seem to last for a couple of weeks to a couple of months, the Dubai chocolate bar has kept us hooked for over a year now. Everyone seems to be wanting to try this bar, and as you'll find out later in this video, some people even fly to Dubai just to try it. But why is it so popular? And more importantly, what exactly is it? The Dubai chocolate bar is a sweet pistachio flavoured treat, containing pistachio cream, tahini paste, a crispy Middle Eastern dessert pastry called kanafe, and a binding ingredient such as butter or coconut oil, all encased in a milk chocolate shell. Recipes occasionally include green food colouring or white chocolate, but this is more for aesthetic reasons and not because it's a must. The bar itself was created by a Dubai-based chocolatier brand called Fixed Dessert Chocolatier, and was originally called the Can't Get Kanafe of It bar. In an interview with People in 2024, Fixed Dessert Chocolatier's founder, Sarah Hamada, said that she created the bar as she wanted to represent the beautiful mix of cultures she was surrounded with as an expat living in Dubai. However, while Hamida intended to create products that connected with people worldwide, she never expected the surge of popularity that the Dubai chocolate bar would bring. She also never predicted that there would be so many knockoff versions. Now everyone wants to get their hands on her Dubai flavoured goodie. And so many supermarkets in the UK are now selling their own versions, their own knockoffs. Take Lint's Dubai style chocolate, or Morrison's that have released a pistachio kanafa Dubai chocolate cake bar. These have provided alternatives to the original and allowed UK people to try the bar for themselves. The original bar by Fixed Dessert Chocolatier is still incredibly difficult to get a hold of. And if you can get it, sometimes it sets you back about £15. But don't worry, if you don't really want to try the bar itself and you'd rather try it in a different form, it seems that people have got you covered. Some places are now selling Dubai style or Dubai chocolate flavoured strawberries, brownies, cookies, and so much more. If it contains pistachio, a crumble of kanafe, and a bit of chocolate, people are now labelling it as Dubai flavoured food. With that being said, I decided to speak to a Dubai-based influencer about what counts as a Dubai food. I spoke to Lavina Israni about traditional Dubai food and why she thinks the Dubai chocolate bar has received love worldwide. Lavina did not want to be pictured, but here's what she had to say.
What makes it the Dubai is the elements of the chocolate, the kunafa, as well as the pistachio. These two ingredients are very commonly used in Arabic desserts. In the Middle East, generally, these two are just really popular flavors. In Australia, you have Marmite, or there's certain parts of the world where licorice is huge, right? Like certain areas in the world have certain ingredients that are really popular locally. So for the Middle East, pistachio is huge. It's what's nostalgic to them, reminds them of maybe desserts that they've had in their childhood. Of course, it's not the chocolate. I mean, chocolate's really universal. Everyone grows up eating chocolate, right? But the fact that the chocolate has pistachio paste and the crunchy kunafa in it, it makes the texture really pleasurable to eat. And it also invokes a lot of people of something nostalgic that they've already had before. Yeah, the hype is real. It's not dying out anytime, it seems, because the hype is still there. We have tourists coming in millions, right? And the first thing that tourists want is the Dubai chocolate and the original one. Now, think about how it impacts the entire Dubai tourism economy, right? Because now, like my dad runs his own business here since the last 40 years, and he's got people coming in from Japan and Indonesia for work. They keep coming here to have meetings with him. And the first thing they say is that you need to get us the fixed chocolate before we leave, before we get on the flight, we need as many as you can get your hands on. And my dad will always call me up and he's like, hey, can you just, I was like, order fix? I know. Okay, I'll get that done. So, business wise, economy wise, it's been amazing.
After my insightful chat with Lavina, it only seemed right for me to try the chocolate bar for myself. I decided that I wanted to put the bar to the ultimate test by asking if we should bake it or buy it. I'm going to make my own version of the iconic bar to see what's keeping people hooked. I want to see if it's really worth its own shopping trip or trip to Dubai. Can we really make our own version? And can we make it for half the price that they're selling it right now? If many of these bars are selling for £10 to £15, even more sometimes, can we make something much cheaper and much fresher? I guess we're about to find that out. I will be following a recipe by food blogger Lorraine Elliott and adding all the necessary ingredients to my shopping trolley. As some ingredients are difficult to find in our everyday supermarkets, I will be hunting them down on Amazon. From my research, it seems that my homemade bar will set me back about £25, but you have to consider the fact that I am starting completely from scratch. I don't even have a chocolate mould. Once all of my ingredients are found and purchased, all I have to do is sit back and wait for them to arrive. Okay, so I've got all my ingredients here. Let's talk through what I've got. I've got kanafe dough, some chocolate, milk and white. This is for drizzling on the bar itself to make it look all pretty. This is the pistachio cream, tahini, butter, and that's it. So let's see how we get on. Okay, so first we need 60 grams of butter. So I'll weigh that out now. I've now got to melt this and then add the pastry. There it is. It's all nice and crispy and golden brown now. Okay, so I've added some tahini and some pistachio paste to a bowl. I'm not sure how much pistachio paste to use. I'm going to eyeball it after I've added the kanafa. I'll see how much I'll need to cover all the filling. It's time for the chocolate to set, so in the fridge it goes. Just a little more waiting and then we're done. Okay, so I'm very pleased with the result. I think it looks exactly how I wanted it to. For this bar, I believe it needs to be as fresh as possible for you to enjoy it as much as you can. For example, I have tried another knockoff myself and I don't think it was very fresh, so I didn't really enjoy it. Somehow this chocolate didn't seem to have the same waxy texture as the other knockoff that I tried. Maybe baking does win over buying. Yes, maybe I could have got higher quality cocoa, but genuinely, it's not bad. It doesn't taste bad. I think you can make it at home. Especially if you have a big family and you all want to try it. I think you could probably use up all of the ingredients, and I feel like that recipe that I followed would be perfect for you. You could make more than 2 bars of what I bought, actually. If you wanted to be a bit more stingy with the filling, I feel like you could stretch it out to a good 4 bars. I think I could have gotten cheaper ingredients as well. There was a pistachio paste in Aldi that I couldn't find, and it was just around £1, just over £1. If I had gotten that, I feel like this would have been significantly cheaper. And if it only cost me £25 and 1 bar can cost you 15, it doesn't take a mathematician to figure out which is better, really. Bake the chocolate bar, don't buy. Unless you want to support a small business, which is fair. On the topic of supporting a small business, on the 14th of April, just days after I filmed this video, Fix Dessert Chocolatier spoke to the BBC about how dupes were damaging their brand. It's important to remember, if you're planning to make the bar for commercial reasons, and not because you want a fun at-home project, that there is a small business that might be impacted. Sure, getting the original bar in Britain is unlikely, because of the bar's shelf life and because it sells out so quick. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't give credit where credit is due. Still, if you want to make the bar for yourself and do so ethically, my argument is the same. It's not really rocket science. Probably tastes fresher. A much thicker bar. Look at that. And when it comes to cost, it makes more sense. So I vote that you bake it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know. Would you bake it or would you buy it? If you did bake it, was it good? Would it be worth a trip to Dubai? Let me know in the comments down below.